Now after creating a test case in HP Sprinter, we have saved all the test cases in the HP ALM. Now if you want to execute a test case in the HP Sprinter, first of all you have to add that particular test case into the test set. After adding the test case into the test set, only then you can work on execution of the test case. Let us see how do we execute the test case in HP Sprinter.
Let us see how do we execute a test case. So for execution of a test case, first thing is we need to go to this run tab itself. Now if you observe on this run tab, it says as the run button cannot start run, no active test in the test list. So what we have to do is, first of all, we have to open the test which you have created. So I'll just click on this open HPE ALM test. When I click on this place, and if you observe there's a tab which I'll get, I'll just try to minimize this. This is the root folder. So root folder is always present in the test lab. So what you have to do is you have to first bring the test case into your test lab. That means you need to create a test set. So right now we have just created a test case, but we have not created any test set, if you remember here. So what we have to do is I'll just click on cancel. I'll take you to this plan. See, the name of the test case is login sprinter and it is stored under this subject folder. From subject folder I need to bring into the root folder. So let us do that. So I'll first go to my HP ALM. This is the login underscore sprinter test case which you have created. So first thing is I need to go to this test lab here. I'll click on this place. Here what I'll do is under some place, let's say under cycle 3, I'll select this cycle 3, I'll maximize. It says performance testing is the test set. I'll create one more test set here. I'll select this cycle folder, click on this new test set. I'll give the name as sprinter test cases, or you can say sprinter test set. Test set contains more than one test cases. I'll click on OK. And now if you observe, sprinter test set has come under this root folder. If you see, indirectly it is under this root folder. So I'll select this sprinter test set, select this option as select test. And from the left hand or right hand side, if you observe, I'll try to maximize this. Open this sprinter test case, select this login sprinter, click on this add test to test set. And now it is asking me for the parameter value. So what I can do is I enter some parameter value here. For the username I'll enter as Pavan. For the password again I'll use the same thing as Pavan. And then I can click on OK. So this test set is created with this test case, that is login sprinter, and now I can just click on this refresh button. Now my job is done into my HP ALM. So let me go back to my sprinter here and I'll just click on this run tab. Now if you observe, when I click on this open HP ALM test, maximize this release 1, select this cycle 3. Now if I select this sprinter test set, I have only one test case recently which I have added. So I'll simply select this test instance which I have right now, and then I can click on this open. So if you want to see the details, you can just keep on scrolling on the right hand side and you'll be getting the details about that particular test case. Click on open. And now if you observe, it will give you the details about this login sprinter. The status is given as no run. If you observe, that's a no run symbol. If you want, you can select some other status, but let us do it by execution only. The very first tab shows general settings. That means instance name, test case name, test set folder owner, and the run name. So if you want, you can just change the name as run underscore sprinter underscore demo. That's a description which is given. And then if I go to this particular second tab, that's the steps which are given, you can see all the steps which are mentioned. But if you observe carefully, there is a slight difference here. Next to the screen capture column, I have this actual result. Second one is screen capture actual and the attachments. So if you observe, actual result column has been recently added here. And if I go to parameters, these are the parameters which are given, the actual value and the default value. So when I click on steps, if you read the second line which says enter Pavan in the username text box, and the third one enter Pavan in the password text box. So now how do I execute it? I just need to click on this run this active test. Select this particular active test and you can click on this place. But before executing it, I'll just click on this save button. And I'll also make sure the application is open before my execution starts. So first thing is I'll open the application. That's the application which I've opened. And now I'll open this printer. Now I'll click on this run this active test. Now, if you observe here, the test has been started and there are small icons which are present on the corners. If you see at the bottom, steps, on the top is run control. On the left hand side, you can see there are some tools which are given. This is used to capture all the screenshots you want. This is used to control your test case execution part. And if you see at the bottom, these are the steps. Now, if you read carefully, the very first step, it says step 1, enter URL. So first thing is I need to enter the URL. I'll go to next tab and I'll just copy paste the URL. Instead of entering, I can just paste it. Click on paste. And now the web page is displayed. Let me go back to the steps and I'll just click on this pin button here. So it will not keep on moving. Now enter URL. What is expected? Mercury Tools web page should be displayed. Now this step has been passed. So I can just click on this actual result here. This is the actual result and you can just enter here as same as expected. Now, if you want to also capture some screenshot, you can select this button here and the screenshot would be captured. The same captured screenshot would be saved with this particular step. Simply click on OK. After you execute this step, if you see there's a actual result, same as expected. And now I can change the status to as passed. I'll click on this passed and automatically I'll be going to the next step. Now, if you observe the parameterized data, now it is showing us enter Pavan in the username text box. What is expected is username should be displayed. Let me try out. If I enter the username, yes, it is displayed. I can write some data in the actual result as same as expected. Select the snapshot if you want. Click on OK. I'll select it as passed. Third one also, you can keep on working. So if you want, you can enter some steps. Otherwise, you can just enter here first. It is displayed in the encrypted form. I'll not enter any actual result. Click on this pass. And the fourth step, I'll just click on this sign in button. Click on this sign in button. And if you see, flight finder page is displayed. So I'll just maximize and I'll enter the result in the actual part as same as expected. Select the snapshot just to keep a proof with all the documents I have. Click on OK. And when all the steps have been done, I'll just change the status to as passed. Once it is done, now I can keep on stopping the execution. If you see at the bottom, 4 out of 4, it says there are 4 steps out of which all the 4 steps has been executed. And if you see on the right hand side, that is the duration required for executing this particular test. If you see on the top, I have something drop down which says pass all, pass selected, or you can say pass. Same happens for the fail. I can also select the options from here. Now I'll just minimize this. If I want to stop the execution, I'll click on this run button, that is run control, and click on this stop button here. Now I'll be jumping back to my Sprinter. Let us see what it says. If you observe, I'm in the results run summary. It will give me the test instance name, test name, the status, that is the run name which is given, tester's name, start date and the end time, also the duration which is given. But there are few checkboxes which are given for the actions, run defects, reminders, comments and so on, which actually we have not worked with, right? So right now we have just worked with how to execute a simple test case and how do we see the summary of this run execution part. I hope you have understood, and that's all for this video.